Well, hello, hi, how are you doing today? Do come in and join me. Now, I don't really have much of a plan for this video today. I thought I'd just come on and put some makeup on my face and have a chat with you all because it feels like ages since I've done this type of video. Don't know if you've noticed, but I've been doing quite a few wear tests recently and reviews of individual products, that I haven't just sat down and shown you what is in my current makeup bag, which I have recently updated. So this is my makeup bag. It's the same one. I've used this for about 2 years now. It's by Sarah Miller London, it says there. I have shown it before in videos, but I just love it. It's a really nice sort of sturdy material. I mean, it's plastic, but it's a nice sort of hard, sturdy plastic, and that's the base of it there. I mean, you can tell I've used it for a couple of years, but I just love it. It's nice and roomy as well on the inside. You've got a lovely zip section here for tweezers and little things, and I just love it. The colour and the pattern I think is really pretty as well. So this is my everyday makeup bag. Now, every few months, sort of with the seasons, I'll change out and I'll swap some things out just to keep it sort of up to date. And I've recently done that. So I thought I'd just come on and sit down with my early morning cup of coffee, which is Lavazza. I love it. Just have a sip. Yeah, and just come and put my face on with you all. So let's get into it, shall we? So as usual, hairband goes in first. And on a typical casual day when I'm not doing anything particularly special, I have been loving wearing the Arborian CC cream. You'll know all about this if you've been watching my videos because I did a wear test on this, didn't I? I compared it with the BB cream side by side, and this was the clear winner. I just love it. Look, it comes out white like that, and I just love how it changes when you put it onto your skin and you rub it in. It just takes on the colour of your skin. I don't know how it does it. It's in the shade Clair. They don't have many shades in this range, but I mean, I don't think they need to really because of the fact that it adjusts. There's something in it that, the pigments adjust to suit your skin. And I've been really, really liking it. And I don't know what's going on with my skin at the moment, but it hasn't been feeling as oily as usual. And this is a new thing for me because all my life, since being about 11 or 12, when the hormones kick in, I've had oily skin, prone to getting spots, been very shiny by the middle of the day. That's always been my skin. But recently, it's changing. And obviously, I mean, I'm in my late 40s now, so when we get to this age, hormones kick in again, don't they? And I just think that, yeah, things are changing in my skin. So that's only going to happen more and more, isn't it, as I get into my 50s as well. So I am finding that I'm changing out some of the products that I've always used and loved. I'm just finding they're not working for me in quite the same way as they used to. So there's that. I guess these things happen to all of us, don't they, when we get to this sort of age? Yeah, but look at that. I mean, it just looks like my skin, but on a really, really good day. It's covered the redness. It's given me a nice amount of colour, but nothing that looks too unnatural. And I feel like that's just enough. It's given me enough coverage that I feel happy to go out in public. Now, if you put this on and you think, well, that's not enough coverage, just go over the bits that you want to cover with a concealer, which is what I've been doing. And I've been loving my e.l.f. Soft Glam Concealer recently as well. I've been using this a lot. So if I don't mention shade names, I will write them below in the description box as usual. But yeah, I mean, I think e.l.f. in the last couple of years have come out with some really, really excellent, great quality products. And I have spoken about quite a few of them on this channel. So I'm just going to dab this in now. I don't go mad with the concealer under my eyes. I don't go anywhere near this part of my eye here with concealer, because that would just be highlighting my wrinkly crow's feet area, which is not what I want to do. So, how have you all been anyway? Do tell me, do let me know how you're all keeping. I think it's lovely on this channel that I get to chat with people from all over the world. It's been so nice. I've had my channel since February 2025, and in that time I feel like I've made a lot of friends. I know it's strange and it's weird to say that, because obviously I've never met any of you in real life, but just, you know, you comment, some of you comment on every video that I post, and I get to know things about you, and it's lovely. It really is. You know, you offer me advice. If I ask you questions in my videos, you're always there to let me know if you've had a similar experience. You know, you chat to each other in the comments, which I love. I love when that happens. You know, if a topic of conversation comes up, you know, some of you sort of offer each other advice, and I just think that's lovely. And after this amount of time now, to me, it's starting to feel like we're getting a proper community going here. And I know people say that, don't they, all the time on YouTube, but I really am genuinely starting to feel like that now after this length of time. And yeah, it's really, really nice. So thank you all if you are subscribed to my channel. I think you're all absolutely brilliant. Now, to powder that down, I'm going to use this. This is probably my favourite loose setting powder at the moment, and it has been since I discovered it last year. Really good. I mean, I've talked about it in loads of videos, so I'm not going to go into detail here. But yeah, I love it. So big fluffy brush just to go into that and set all of this. Yeah. So I mean, we talk to each other, don't we? And we talk about all sorts of things, and health problems, and where we live, and what's going on, and the weather and stuff. And health-wise, I don't know. I do want to ask you a question, actually, because I know some of you will be able to give me some advice on this. And what it is I've done something to my knee. I'm at that age now, aren't I? I think where my joints are all going to start causing me problems. Oh dear. But I've never had any problems in my life with my knee or, well, any of my joints really. But when was it? Early last week, so over a week now, I saw on the television somebody talking about health and health of women as we get into our perimenopause years, so 40s, 50s and beyond. And they were saying how important it is to stretch, so to stretch your body and to stretch your muscles, and to do weight bearing exercise. And that those types of exercises are more important as we age than cardio. So, you know, going for a run, you know, or going cycling or something like that, it's actually more important to do weight bearing exercises and stretches. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to do some. And one of the ones that they recommended was stretching your hamstrings. And I didn't really know what a hamstring was, but it's that muscle at the back of your leg, you know. And mine have always felt quite tight. Like I've never been able to touch my toes without bending my knees. So I believe that means I've got tight hamstrings. And I just thought, as I get older, that's not good. I need to try and work on that just to try and loosen them up a bit. So I did an exercise just in my living room downstairs where you sit on the floor. I had my back against the settee, the sofa, the couch, as some of you call it, and you just stretch your legs out straight in front of you, sort of so that you're in a V shape with your knees flat against the floor, and you flex your feet, so your feet are like this, and then what you do, you bend forward and try and touch your toes like that. You probably know the exercise. Well, I couldn't bend all the way to touch my toes. I sort of got halfway, I think, and I could really feel it. I could really feel the stretch in that hamstring muscle. I mean, it was quite uncomfortable, but it wasn't painful. So I thought, when you exercise, it's normal to feel a bit of discomfort. I mean, it's quite good, isn't it, to feel a little bit of discomfort, but not pain. And I wasn't feeling pain. So I stayed like that. I stayed in that position for probably 5 minutes. I had the television on, I was watching that, and I thought, yeah, this is doing me good. I'm really going to benefit from this. And then I stood up, and the pain wasn't immediate. I just felt a bit like, oh, you know, I could tell I'd done something. But I just thought it'll be fine in 5 minutes. But then through the day, my left knee, it got stiffer and stiffer. And then I went to bed, got up the next day, and it was really, really painful to the point where, I mean, I could walk, but I was doing a different walk, you know? I wasn't doing my usual walk. I was doing like this sort of old lady hobbly hobbly walk. I mean, I've been limping now, and it's been over a week, and it feels swollen. It feels swollen inside, but to look at it, it doesn't particularly look swollen. I've been Googling it and, you know, asking ChatGPT, and there's no heat, it's not red. It just feels swollen, painful, and difficult to walk on. Anyway, I'm going to get on with my makeup now. Bronzer, NARS Laguna. And I was talking to ChatGPT, and I said, you know, what could this be? I explained what I'd done, and I talked about how it's been feeling. And, you know, it came back with various things, really. I could have done something to a tendon or a ligament, I think it said. It could be my meniscus. I didn't know I had a meniscus. I'd never heard of that before in my life. Do you know about your meniscus? Have you ever damaged it? So anyway, that's a new body part I never knew I had that I've since learnt about. So I could have done something to that. Or it could be cartilage, because obviously in your joints, you've got cartilage in between, haven't you? And that can wear away. I don't think it's that, though. I don't think it's just natural aging, wear and tear, because it definitely happened after I did this exercise. So for my blush, I've actually got 2 blushes in my everyday makeup bag. I've got my favourite Kosas Blushes Life in Bliss, and I've got my Clinique Cheek Pop in Ginger Pop. I've had this for years. I love it. But I think today, obviously this is more pinky, this is more peachy. I think I'm going to go with the Clinique, actually, be a bit more peachy. It's lovely, this, the sort of baked gelée formula. And I just think that flower is so pretty. And I've had it probably, how long have I had this? 3 years. Don't shout at me. I keep my makeup very clean. I wash my brushes regularly. It's all fine. But look at that. That flower embossing is still there after all that time. So good. Love it. All right, so I'm just going to put some of this up here. So yeah, there you go. I've got a bad knee and I'm walking funny. So that's how I am. Obviously, with any medical condition or any change, any new thing, you're always told, if symptoms persist longer than, you know, what is it, 7 days, to consult your doctor. And I thought about that, but I mean, you can't get a doctor's appointment for love nor money these days around here. And because it's not excruciating, it's just a thing that's there that's annoying me, you know, and it is affecting how I walk. So I don't know. I think I'll probably give it another week. And then if it's still bad, it would have been 2 weeks then. So I think I might try and get a doctor's appointment then, or, you know, a nurse or something. I mean, I probably should see a physiotherapist, shouldn't I? L'Oreal Infallible Eyebrow Pencil, just to fill these in. Yes. But, you know, I was talking to my mum as well, and she said that she noticed it when she turned 50. She started getting all these things, all these things wrong with her body that she'd never, ever had before in her life. So, yeah, got all this to look forward to. Yeah, so let me know, how are you all doing with that? Have you had are you in your perimenopause? Are you in your menopause? Are you beyond all of that now? How was it? How has it been? Do let me know. I think most of the viewers of my channel are either my age or older. I don't think I have many young viewers. I don't think I do. But hey, if you are watching me and if you're young, do let me know as well. You watch me and see all of this that you've got to come in the future. It's great, isn't it? I think a sense of humour is key. Eyelid primer, I'm going to use my MAC Paint Elite paint pot. But yeah, I think if you can keep a sense of humour, it really does help you to get through whatever life is throwing at you. And I know that that's not always possible, is it? If you're very, very stressed, or if something really terrible has happened to you, you know, if you've lost someone, if you're going through a bereavement or serious illness, job loss, you know, anything like that, I get it. It's not always easy to have a sense of humour. So, yeah, no, I get it. I'm going to end that sentence there, I think, because, yeah, I know a lot of people are going through a lot of hard times at the moment. The state of the world is just appalling, isn't it? For eyeshadow, one of my favourite everyday palettes is, it's actually by Natasha Denona. It's this little 5-pan, what's this called? A quint? I think a 5-pan is called a quint, isn't it? And I love these, and I don't really like having a massive great big eyeshadow palette in my everyday makeup bag anymore, because it's too much choice. For one, you know, when I open it and I look at all the beautiful colors, and I just think, oh my goodness, where am I going to go? What look am I going to do? If I'm traveling though, I do like to take one with me, only because you've usually got a big mirror in them, and that can be quite handy if you're traveling. It's nice to have that big mirror, isn't it? And you can do like different looks with the shades. But just for every day, I like a little small one like this. And the Natasha Denona formula of eyeshadow is amazing. Everybody says it, and I do agree, it is amazing. And just a couple of these, you know, a couple of these, really, really lovely. This is the mini starlette palette. Came out a few years ago, I don't know exactly when, but I just think these are gorgeous. So I'm going to go in with quite a big fluffy brush into this middle peachy shade here. So yeah, I didn't really know what I was going to do in this video, but I think it looks like I'm going to do a sort of peachier toned look today. Yeah, which is quite nice when you're neutral toned. I think I'm fairly neutral toned. There's always that thing of, well, you know, which way shall I go? Shall I go more cool, more warm, or keep it neutral? What shall I do? Anyway, there we go. I don't know. I just think the peachy colours can look really nice with green eyes. Personally, I just think that's a nice combination. They're nice with blue eyes too, aren't they? So this deeper purple shade here is beautiful in the outer corner. So I've got this double-ended brush. This one I got in an Urban Decay palette years ago. You know, one of the naked palettes, it was in that. And it's a really, really decent quality brush. I know these brushes that you get included with palettes are usually not great, are they? But this one I find is, and I've kept it and I've used it a lot. So I'm going to go in with this smaller end into this purple shade here. Oh my goodness, the rain is coming down. I don't know if you can hear that, but behind my camera, I've got a window here, and yeah, it's just started raining really, really heavily, which, I don't know, it's disappointing. It's the middle of May now, and the weather's been weird. It's been very weird because we had a beautiful April. We had some gorgeous sunny days in April, and I think we all got very excited and thought, yay, this is it, summer's here now. And I was very tempted to do my seasonal wardrobe changeover. Do you know, do any of you do that, or is it just me? I know some people laugh at me, but I don't have that much wardrobe space in my bedroom, because obviously I live with a man, and he has to have wardrobe space too, doesn't he? So we kind of have a wardrobe each, and then whatever season we are not in at the moment, I put those clothes away up in the loft, and then swap them over as the seasons change. And when it gets to this time of year, I always think, oh, I want to do it. I want to change my clothes over, because I've had enough of the winter now. You know, I'm over it, and I'm ready to transition into the spring and the summer, get my nice dresses out. I love my long maxi dresses, you know, the floral flowery dresses. I love those at this time of year. I want to get my sandals on. You know, I'm ready. I'm not ready for like heat, like hot humid heat. I'm never ready for that. I hate that. But just warm, you know what I mean? The lighter evenings, they're lovely. I'm enjoying those. It's nice to sit outside a bit later in the evening when it's not like this, when it's not raining like this. Okay, so that's quite nice for my eyes. And then sometimes, I won't always do this, but sometimes if I want a little bit of shimmer, I'll go into one of these colours here, and that one's my favourite, and I just go into that on my finger. Just a little bit, just place it there in that inner corner. You know, I don't need to use a lot. I think that on its own has just brought a nice amount of light to that inner corner. So I'm just going to do that again over on this side. But do you see how easy that was? Because these shadows are so pigmented and they're soft. They're some of the softest eyeshadows I've ever used, these Natasha Denona ones. And people say they blend themselves. And it's kind of true, you know. You just have to do a bit of this with your brush. You saw what I did. It's nothing complicated. And yet I've got this lovely, soft, fairly natural, you know, daytime look, which I really like. And then I'm just going to go underneath my eye a little bit. And I'm gonna take, I think this matte shade here on an angled brush like this. So if you have an angled brush like this, you can make any eyeshadow a liner, and I love doing that. It's just a much softer, more flattering look as we are getting a bit older. I think it's all about keeping things soft, isn't it? Nothing too harsh. So yeah, I think it's really nice. There we go. And then for my top lid liner, I'm going to use my favourite eyeliner of the moment. And I don't just think it's my favourite liner of the moment. I think it's my favourite liner ever of all time. And if you have watched some recent videos, you might know what I'm going to say, but it's one of the Laura Geller ones, one of these. It's the Laura Geller Kajal Longwear Eyeliner in the shade Smoky Taupe. I absolutely love, love, love this eyeliner. And I was surprised when I first tried it because it's got Kajal in the name. I usually don't get on with Kajal eyeliners because they're soft. They're very soft and creamy and they just glide on. I found, certainly with the Victoria Beckham ones, that they don't set, they move around, they disappear, and they just make a mess on my eyes. So I don't wear the Victoria Beckham ones anymore. I just can't make them work. But this one, there's something different about this one, that it does set down. So once you put it on, you just give it not even a minute, just a few seconds, and it has set, and it will not budge until you remove it with your cleanser at the end of the day. So I'll just show you what I do now. Just a little bit in that outer corner. Come to there. There, that's all I'll do. But look at the difference that that's made. It just makes my lash line look that bit thicker, doesn't it? That's all I do. But I think it has quite a nice effect. And it's lovely because a few of you have actually said to me, since you saw me talk about this in that Laura Geller video, you've actually purchased one yourself and you love it too. And I love hearing that from you. You know, whenever I make recommendations, it's always a bit of a risk because obviously we're all different, aren't we? We all have different skins. You know, we have different eye shapes. Everything's different. And so if I love something and recommend it, you know, if you then take that information and you use that to decide whether you want to purchase something or not. So I do kind of take that seriously, you know, it's quite a responsibility, isn't it? So it's just lovely to get that feedback from you that you have purchased some products that I've recommended and you have loved them as well. So yeah, I was delighted to hear that. Yeah. And in terms of products that I recommend, I've recently put together an Amazon storefront, actually, which has been really handy. So all of the products that I love and have used over a long period of time, I've put together in one list, in one place. Everything is listed there together on Amazon. And I refer people to that now. I'll link to it in the description box of this video. But I often get asked questions, and they're not always related to beauty products. I mean, they can be. I get asked things like, you know, what make of tweezers do I like the best? And what do I colour my hair with? Because I colour my hair myself. I get asked, what do I use for that? You know, what tea bags do I like? Various things. And so it's lovely and it's really convenient just to have that one place that I can refer people to just go and have a look. I mean, I've got books on there that I've read and things like that, everything. And of course, beauty products as well. My favourite makeup and skincare products are also on that list. And as I say, that I've kind of made a rule with myself that I'm not going to put things on that list that I've only just sort of discovered. I need to have used them and trialed them and, you know, got my use out of them for a good length of time if I'm going to put them on that list. So there you go, mascara, my L'Oreal Panorama in All Night Black. It's my favourite. I've used it for this is on the list. For example, this is on that list because it's my favourite mascara. I sometimes do test other ones, obviously, doing this YouTube channel. I always like to test other things, but this is the one. I always come back to this, you know, it's that sort of product. They're all on my Amazon storefront, which I'm going to start linking in all my videos now, as I said, because those questions often do come up. So there you go. Right. On this side, I mean, it's lovely when you find a mascara that just suits you down to the ground. It's great, isn't it? Because I think mascara, it's one of those products that we search for years, don't we? We search for the perfect mascara, and when we find it, it's lovely. And in the past, I've had that with other products. I've found the perfect, you know, whatever. And then often companies discontinue things, don't they? So that's a pain. Or they change it, they reformulate it and they change it. Oh my goodness, Estee Lauder, I'm looking at you. Anyway, I'm not talking about that today. I've gone on about that enough in recent videos, and I'm sure you're all sick of hearing me banging on about that. Or maybe you're not, I don't know, maybe you agree with me. Right, so that's my eyes done, and I'm going to move on to my lips now. And I've got a liner and a lipstick that I'm going to use. My liner is by Lancome. And what shade is this? It's one of the Idol liners. And it's called Sheik's Rosy Nude, I think that says, but I will list it below. And I just think this is a nice, it's just a nice rosy pink, really, which is the kind of shade I like to wear on my lips. So yeah, I don't overline them or anything. I just like to keep it to the natural line. I'm sorry, got a frog in my throat then. Oh dear, just have a little drink. Oh. Thank you so much as well for all of you who have been asking about my granddaughter. So my daughter had her first baby back in December. So she's 5 months old now, little Elsie, and she just lights up your life. You know, she's alert now. She makes eye contact. She's giggling now. If you do something, it'll make her laugh. And she's just delightful, and I love spending time with her. Obviously, she's like 5.5 months now, so my daughter's getting ready to start her on solid food. Oh, weaning. Do you remember that? Those of you that have got kids yourself, I remember weaning. Oh, God, that was fun. The look on their face. I said I want to be there when Elsie takes her first mouthful of proper food. I want to be there because it's hilarious. The look on that child's face, you know what I mean? When they have their first bite of food that's not just milk. Oh, so yeah, I'm going to be there for that. So that's good. Now, my lipstick, I've got a few options, but the one that I have been using the most on a daily basis, this eye has just started twitching. Can you tell? Can you see? I've just started a twitch in this eye. I don't know if you can tell. Is that a menopause thing? This has started happening now. I don't know if you can actually see it. Maybe it's just me. I can feel it. Anyway, random things, isn't it? The lipstick I'm going to use today is my Clinique Black Honey, because again, this is another long-term love of mine. It looks terrifying, doesn't it? Look at that colour. It looks really scary. But actually, you just put on as much as you want. You can share it out and wear it like that, and then it's just like a nice sort of balmy lip colour, or you can build it up to get the level of intensity that you want. It's lovely, and it's a classic, and many people have loved this over the years, and I am one of them. And I love the thin, I just love the shape of this component as well. It, mm. Gorgeous. So you see, when it's on, it's not that scary dark purple colour, is it, at all, once it's on? So yeah, really like that. And that's it. That's all the makeup that I've been wearing on a typical day. Now, if I want to use a setting spray, Maybelline Lasting Fix. Love this. I think this is on my Amazon list. If not, it should be. I should go and check. But I've used this for a long time. So good. Right, so there we are. That is my spring makeup bag refresh, and a little bit of a chat, a little bit of a moan about my knee, a little update on Elsie and how she's getting on. So do let me know how you're all getting on as well. And also let me know, do you like this style of video, or have you been enjoying watching the wear tests that I've been doing recently, where I sort of compare products and do check-ins through the day? Do you like those sort of more in-depth review type videos, or do you like it when I just sit and chat like this? I always do a monthly roundup video at the end of the month where I talk about what I've loved, what I haven't liked at all. So yeah, just let me know if you're enjoying what I'm doing, because, well, I want to make sure I'm giving you what you want, you know. That's why we're here, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, thank you so much. It's been lovely having your company today. I'm going to go and finish off my coffee now. And yeah, I'll see you again in my next video. So thanks again, everyone. See you soon. Bye. Hello again, I'm back because I forgot to say something earlier that's very important. When I was talking to you about my Amazon storefront, I meant to say that it is an affiliate link. So if any of you make any purchases using that link, I will earn a small commission from Amazon. Now, I am extremely grateful to any of you who do choose to do that. It's at no extra cost to you. So whether you use my link or buy it, you know, without using that, it will cost you exactly the same. But obviously I will earn a small commission if you do use that link. You don't have to, you know, you obviously buy your products from wherever you want to buy them from. That's absolutely fine. But I do appreciate it if you do use my links, because this is how I earn money, which allows me to carry on making these videos for you. I don't take sponsorships from companies at this stage. I don't feel like I want to do that at this stage. So the Google AdSense that I earn from posting these videos, and the affiliate links that you might purchase from, that is how I make my money from this at the moment, which allows me to carry on buying the products that I review for you. So I really do appreciate all of the support that you give me. Just watching my videos is a huge support, and I can't tell you how much it means to me, the fact that you take time out of your days to watch my videos. That means the absolute world to me. So thank you all so much. If you're subscribed to my channel as well, thank you. It really helps me to grow. And if you're one of the people who regularly watches my videos and you're not subscribed, I'd love it if you would consider subscribing. Again, it doesn't cost you anything, but it makes a huge difference to me, and it really it helps my channel to grow, and it just lets me know that you're enjoying what I'm doing, and it really sort of helps to spur me on and gives me that motivation to want to carry on doing this. Okay, so thank you all so much. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'm going to really go now and see you again in my next video. Okay, bye.